Okay, we're back again today. Everything's working. And it is 9:25 a.m. Tuesday, February 14th, 2017. Now it's 9:26. Anyway, it's my picture of Zarin. Sometimes he wants to talk face to face. Sometimes it helps, but I talk to him all the time in my head. The more you do this, the more you're going to know who you're talking to. It's just very natural. The only time it's not too easy is when your head's getting hammered, when you're being worked on, when your brain's being evolved again. Having a hard time talking. Before we go into this, my last video this morning, I haven't even rendered it yet. I haven't even logged it, put the titles on it or anything. I just turned around and looked over here, and this Napoleon figure I got, Stephen Lewandowski, was a real cool family member, was nice enough to send me. When I saw that, I was made to focus on it for a minute, and then somebody was talking to me, and there's a revolution, a war going on with the military force in the Federation. But anyway, we'll go there in just a second. This is the sphere body that I build spheres, put them in it. It's plastic, okay? This is good acrylic plastic, but it's still acrylic plastic, okay? This is one of those pneumite necklaces. This just popped in my head. I told you that, when the energy seems really strong, you hold your hands farther apart. You hold your hand farther apart from your two hands at the same time. When the energy is really strong, you can pull your hands farther apart and you feel it, and less of it goes into you, okay? The farther away you go, the less goes into you, and the softer it goes. Now, take pneumite. It's possible to balance it on there, and you can feel it, or you can take it and stretch it out. And you can put it on there where it'll stay. I did it downstairs. It is a sphere, okay? So you can put it on like that, and then when you feel the energy in it, it literally softens and relaxes the energy as it goes into you. If you feel a little like it's a little too much, put your hands farther away, and if you want one of these pneumite stretching bracelets, works great. Great on the hand, on the arm. If you only have one, you might want to consider putting it on your left side, where the heart is closer to the left side. Anyway, I've mentioned a few times the number 4, the fourth highest commander, whatever name you want to use. excuse me, in the Federation Army, military, is literally a family member, Napoleon, very strong, intelligent. And he had come to me saying wars breaking out. And I told you it wouldn't be much of one, but it is a war. Make no mistake about it. The Federation is mostly really cool planets, but there's just a handful of planets that are very powerful. They have a lot to offer the Federation, where they literally just slowly took it over. They have materials on it that are very important to everyone. They have military weapons, DNA, all kinds of stuff. Those that had the biggest guns were ruling the Federation. So anyway, they broke free. They're breaking free. They're in the process right now. There's already skirmishes going on between some of them. So the war will break out soon. That's why I wanted to show you the timestamp. So you have a record of it now. It won't be, it might be 3 years, don't know, or later, when that information comes out. Something that'll tell you, it'll be them telling you themselves. You'll have access to that stuff later. So it's important for me to tell you about it now because it's happening, number one. Number two, it's important for me to tell you so you know that I actually saw it, and that, you know, there's a reason to listen to what I say, which gives you a reason to buy the books, the creation series. Folks, that's your information. That's where you came from. That's a summary, but a very powerful one as far as information for you of your history. The history of creation before you were you, and the history after. Then it's still changing now. So anyway, this war, about a quarter, about 25% of the military forces of the Federation military have already ostracized themselves from, you know, just separated from the rest of the group, literally. Taken the ships and everything else and just gone away. And right now, 40% of the military, the Federation military, is against what they're doing. So 60% of the Federation military is still standing by the Federation, but they're not too happy about it. They've known for a long time some of the stuff they do is wrong. So it won't be too much longer before the draw come in. There'll be a skirmish. It'll be serious. Folks, this is war. This is like Independence Day. The independence of, in America, 1776, the Independence Day for the colonies. When it gets to the point where there's, how do I say this without saying too much? There'll be 40% of the people will be broken. About 40% of the people will be broken away from the Federation, and then the Drock will just step in and say that's enough of this. And then there'll probably be a couple stupid idiots to shoot at them, and they'll be dealt with, and then it's over. So it's not going to be a long, ongoing thing, but folks, it's still loss of life. It's, it's turmoil. It's temporary chaos, but what comes out of it is additional military for the additional fleet, militarized fleet for the new alliance. So there's all kinds of new advances in medicine and everything else that are going to come out to the alliance. Wait till you see what happens here. The Earth is about to be one of the youngest, newest members of this alliance. Right, and it's right at the beginning of it being formed. I mean, this is powerful stuff. There's not too much for me to tell you about the fighting in war. I don't have names of planets or something like that to give you. That's nice for a lot of people to hear and stuff for them to talk about with their friends. But folks, what's important is now it's happening. This Federation has been being torn apart. The Anunnakis control, the problematic Anunnaki. Remember, Anunnaki are cool, but the ones here on this planet are pretty screwed up. Yeah, thank you. I was going to say something else, and it's part of Lily over there was saying, say what you're going to say, and I said, no, I don't think so. I have enough of abrasive language in my videos. If I wasn't so frustrated and upset with things, trying to get out of here and the way things are, and I can't fix them, if I didn't have that frustration inside me while I'm stuck in this damn body, it wouldn't bother me so much, and it wouldn't be happening. Whatever. Anyway, excuse me. So this is important. The new alliance doesn't need any more strength. They got the Drock, but the body is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's growing in size. It's growing in stable power. The Drock will always be a part of it, but they won't be their presence won't be as, big as their immediate presence won't be as big as what it is right now. It'll kind of take care of itself, and the Drock will always be around. There'll always be Drock representative ships and everything else, but not as tense as it is right now. There won't need to be, but if there's a need for them, they'll be here and no one will know it. They'll just come out of nowhere. So their stealth shielding even works in the dimensional barriers. Incredible. Anyway, so that's a matter of record. Okay, that's when it happened. I'll show you one more time. What's this? Yeah, imagine that. Anyway. Tuesday, February 14th, 2017, 9:37 a.m. Like I said, folks, a lot of the stuff I give you, it's for you, but it's for your children, their children. And it's the next 100 years that it's going to be the big thing. I mean, that's the big thing for all this information. After that point, there's going to be 40% of this planet's population will be awake. Then it won't be as important because people have access to more. And plus, this information I've given you, it's all over the place. Anyway, there's a war. Federation is going down. Right now, just over 25% of the Federation military has separated, and there's more coming. And then it's going to be over. There'll be some fighting. Ships will be. They're already attacking each other. It's already broken out, actually. Nobody wants to fight what's going on. The Federation has been corrupt for a long time. The military knows it. So this is going to be the death blow of the Federation, and that needs to go. Remember, the Federation is the ones, excuse me, that sold the property rights, the property being you, to beings from other planets and from other businesses and different groups from other planets, to take you, to take your DNA. They actually said, here, this is a quadrant you have, this is the time limit you have, this is what you're allowed to do. These are the rules of engagement. Nobody can see you, blah, blah, blah. And they pay for it, and it's like a fishing license. But you're the fish. Yeah, taking, gold, silver, other stuff off of the earth. Oh, yeah. What gave them the right? They did. They took the right. They said they own us. That stopped. Anyway, folks, love you. Have a good